Hello and welcome to the Brothers in Dice channel, where we finally bring you a battle report of Mythic Battles Pantheon. This will be a teaching game. I have Oli with me here. Oli,
Hello.
hey, you haven't played Mythic Battles in a long time, right?
Well, I played just one game in the past, a year ago maybe, but I don't really remember much. So
Yeah, that is when we got the game from Kickstarter, so it was actually more than a year ago. And I also haven't played in a couple of months. So this will be a refresher and a teaching game. And we will not only teach ourselves, but we will also teach the game to you. Okay, so what do we have here? Mythic Battles takes place in ancient Greece after the Battle of the Thermopylae. Is that how you say it? So the 300, right? So long after the Age of Heroes has ended, all of the heroes were dead. But what happened after that was that Hera, Zeus' wife, was pissed off at Zeus. She released the Titans from the Tartarus, where they were imprisoned, and the Titans assaulted Olympus. They have destroyed the gods, and the gods were scattered in the mortal realms along with their godly essence. The godly essence is called Umphalos, and this is the objective of the game. To restore the godly power, the gods needs to collect Umphalos that is lying all around the Greece. The other way to win the game is to kill the enemy god. Alright, so let's have a look at the components. We have a gaming board with some scenery and the Umphalos already laid down. We have, each of us has a deck of cards that we will use during the game. Then we have the armies. First, let's talk about how the game is played. So this is a turn-based game.
Mm-hmm.
I will take a turn, you will take a turn, and you can do several things during the turn. You can activate up to 2 units, okay?
Okay.
And you can do some shenanigans with the Art of War cards. These are the Art of War cards, which are also in our decks. So using an Art of War, you can either draw 2 cards, or you can search for a specific card in your deck, or the last thing that you can do is to recall your troops. So in my case, these are the Amazons or the Spartans towards your god. So wherever they are on the board, or even if they were killed, you can recall them back to your god. Okay, now let's have a look at the board. So as you can see, Oli, the board is divided into the zones by these white lines.
Okay. I see there are some numbers in each zone. Does it represent something?
Yes. So the number in the middle represents the capacity of an area, meaning how many units you can fit in there.
So units, not models.
Units, exactly.
Okay.
So all 4 Amazons count as a single unit. Then, if you look closely, some of the symbols look slightly differently.
Okay.
So, for example, right here, this symbol represents the ruins. That's why we have the piece of terrain there. And I will give you super useful thing. We have these quick reference dashboards where you have all the rules that you need for playing the game.
Nice and clear.
Yep, and you have the different types of terrain with the effects that they do.
Okay.
So you can look up the ruins. What do they do?
Ruins here. +1 defense against range 0 attacks.
Okay, range 0 means a close combat attack.
Okay.
So if you are standing here and you will be assaulted by anyone, your defense will go up to 1.
All right. So you are hiding behind a pillar or something like that.
Exactly. Then we have the forests. The forests give you the same bonus, but against ranged attacks. Yeah,
Okay, I see the green.
Yep.
Green number, +1 defense against range.
So yeah,
Plus
same.
1 attacks and
Yeah.
attacks made by flying units.
Range 1 plus means range, 1 or more. That means shooting with a bow or
Okay.
throwing a rock, perhaps. I don't know. Then we have the last special kind of terrain that we have here are the rocks. We have 2 rocks here. Not everyone can get on top of a rock. You need a special talent to do that, which is either climb or fly.
All right.
Right? Okay. And while you are on a rock, you get a bonus to your range, and you will also get a bonus to the attack strength.
Okay.
Perfect. Right, let's have a look at the miniatures and talk about the armies.
All right.
Okay, so we are playing a skirmish scenario. Typically, you would start a skirmish by drafting your units. In this game, to save the time and to have a mostly balanced armies, we have pre-selected them before the game. And this is how our armies look like. So each army has a god, and then some monsters, some heroes, and some troops.
Okay. Is it mandatory to have each in your army, or?
Mandatory is to have one god, and only one god. The rest of the army is what you draft is what you get.
Okay.
You are not restricted in any way except with the power level. So each unit has a cost, and you agree before the game on a power level that you are going to play. In this case, we are playing 16 points. Typically, for a 2-player game, I think it is 18 points. But we went for slightly smaller armies to make things quicker. Okay, so let's look at your army. So you
What
have,
do we have?
yeah. So you
Zeus.
recognize this guy?
Yes,
exactly.
Zeus.
This is Zeus. He's a god. You know that by he's Zeus, but the golden dashboard means that this is a god. Then we have Hercules. He has a grey dashboard.
Okay.
And
my monster
then you have a monster, Cerberus or Kerberos, whatever. And the monsters have green dashboard. Then we have 2 units of troops. You have hoplites, and you have the centaurs.
Okay.
We will look closely on one of the dashboards in just a minute, but let's showcase the second army. So I'm playing Ares, the god of war. Then we have Achilles here, hero of the Trojan War. We have Hydra, we have Spartans, and we have Amazons. All right. Well, so let's have a look at one of the dashboards. This is Zeus, your god. Let's go quickly over the things that you see here, right? So this is his name. This is the cost that we talked about. This is the number of the activation cards that he brings to your deck. Your deck is constructed based on number of the activation cards that each of your units has and number of Art of War cards that your units has. Okay. Then these are called talents. All of them are described in the reference sheet that I gave you, right? Then we have the stats. The higher number, the better. So we have offensive skill, defensive skill, range, movement. This question mark relates to the special abilities that we will get over really quickly. And then the life.
Okay.
All right. As you can see, this thing can move over the dashboard, and that is because the units degrade as they take wounds, right? So as they are taking wounds, their stats change. Okay, so quick look at the abilities. So abilities have a type of an ability. This lightning here means that this is a special attack. It basically replaces your normal attack, and it does cost 2 Art of War cards.
Okay.
So when you play this ability, you have to discard 2 Art of War cards, and you can do this special attack, which says, make an X dice range 3 area attack. X dice references to this question mark. As you can see, the X is 9.
9. Yes,
Okay.
I see.
So you will be making an attack with 9 dice against every single unit in a single area.
That's pretty strong.
That's super strong. I have a similar thing the Ares has, but only range 1 and much weaker thing. Right, so this is the first special ability. The second one is called Patriarch. As you can see, this one has a different symbol. This means that this is a passive ability. A passive ability can be used anytime, so not just instead of an attack, but anytime except during unit's activation when it is taking a complex action.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go over the actions in just a bit. And it says at the end of this use activation, you may return up to 3 cards from your hand to your deck. If you do so, shuffle your deck and draw the same number of cards. Okay, super cool thing. It allows you to manipulate your hand and basically dig for
That's
the cards
nice.
that you need. And it doesn't cost any Art of War.
That's nice.
Perfect. The rest of the units look basically the same, except perhaps let's have a look at the troop. So troop do not have the slider on a dashboard. Instead, they have the number of models they have. So each time a troop suffers a wound, basically one model is killed. Other than that, this is the same, and this is the only special ability. They also have talents.
Okay.
All right, so we can finally start the game.
Great.
What we would do normally, we would roll a die. The higher result will decide who goes first. Instead, to demonstrate how the turn progresses, I will go first. Okay.
Okay.
So first, before the game, we will let's first shuffle the decks. And we will draw the starting hand of 3 cards.
Both of us.
Both of us. And we will each get 3 Art of War. Okay?
Okay.
So this is our starting hand, the 6th card. All right. And now my turn starts. The first thing is to draw a card. So drawing a card, and then I can do my first unit activation. To do a unit activation, I need to play an activation card. So I will play Hydra, and I will deploy Hydra, let's say right here.
Where are actually the zones you can deploy your army?
So in this scenario, we are playing on the Ruins of Olympus map. I can deploy anywhere on any of the areas that touches my board edge.
Okay.
Okay. There are different deployment types. They are described in the scenario book. Cool. So I could do now possibly deploy another unit. But I would have to pay not only the activation card, but also an Art of War card.
Okay.
Instead, what I will do is that I will draw 2 cards. I will pay an Art of War and I will draw 2.
So this is one of your options you have when you pay just 1 Art of War to draw 2 cards.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And I could do the other thing, the searching for card as well. And I could, by the way, that one I can do even in your turn. The draw 2 can be done only in my turn.
Okay.
And the next, I could also now deploy another unit, but I will not do that.
Okay.
I want to conserve my hand, and there
Okay.
is, by the way, no maximum hand size.
All right.
All right, so that's me done. Now it is your turn.
Okay. Let's start with drawing 1 card. What we have? All right. I'm going to activate my Cerberus, big bad dog, and place him right here. I can do that. Still touching my edge.
All right.
Now I see the point is to collect these unfollows, as you said. Did you place them just like you wish, or is there any prescription?
So this also comes from the scenario book.
Okay.
The deployment zones and the way how the unfollows are distributed on the map is described in the scenario book.
Okay.
And there are, like I said, for each map and each number of players, up to 4, there are different setups, and they are all described in the scenario book.
Okay. Okay, my second action would be I will draw 2 cards, just like you did. And is there anything else I can do?
Yeah, you can deploy another unit if you wish, but you would have to pay not only the activation, but also an Art of War.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to activate and call my Zeus. So I play Zeus and also 1 Art of War card and place him right here. That's all.
All right, so my turn. I will draw a card. Okay. Let me see. What can we do here? I will play Amazons, and I will deploy them next to the Hydra, and also next to this rock, which I intend to use to extend their range and to extend their offensive ability. They have range of 2. When I climb the rock, they will have range of 3. And they will also get a bonus to shooting because they are on the rock.
Okay.
That is it. Is it all? Yep. That's it. Your turn.
All right. Draw 1 card. I'm going to activate and call my Heracles, my hero. You're going to be placed right next to your god. And now I would like to move my Cerberus to the next zone.
Okay, hang on. So let me explain how that is done. What we have been doing so far were the complex actions. The deploying a troop is a complex action, right? And there are 2 other complex actions that you can do. So you can either do 1 complex action during your activation or 2 simple actions. So the complex actions beside the deployment is running, which is basically moving your unit with their movement +1. And the third one is consuming an Umphalos. That can be done only by a god, only when he is standing in the area with the Umphalos and there are no enemy units with block.
Okay.
Okay, and then there are simple actions. The simple actions are moving, picking up Umphalos, and attacking. And you can do them. You can do 2 of those in any order except you cannot attack and then move.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
That's it.
But do I have to have always a card to move or to attack to activate
Yes.
this? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what I cannot do, I see.
It is always a unit activation.
Okay.
And you are deciding whether you are using a complex action or a simple action. When you do a complex action, none of your talents and special abilities work,
Okay.
except for the permanent ones. So those are the ones which have a star icon.
All right. So in this case, I will draw 2 cards again. Oh, here he is.
You are spending the Art of War cards rather quickly, by the way.
And that's it. Your
Okay,
turn.
my turn. Let me draw a card. And what I will do is that I will I will deploy Ares right here. Yeah, that's good. Your turn.
Okay. Draw a card. Great. That's better. Now, what I want to do is to run my Zeus right here. He can do that. Basically, he can go there.
He can walk.
Yeah, he can walk. Doesn't need to run. Can I absorb the unfollows right after I move?
Yes. Well, no, you cannot absorb it because it is a complex action.
Okay.
But you can pick it up. Basically, put it on your base, and then when you move next time, it will stick on your base.
Okay, so I play Zeus, move by 2, and pick up unfollows.
You could, if you could also shoot if you had the, what's his range? Range is 0, but you could do the lightning attack on this area that has Hydra and the Amazons.
All right, let's try that.
But you need 2 Art of War cards. Do you have those?
Of course.
Oh shoot! So, but that is instead of doing unfollows. So this is an action that replaces the what you call it?
Okay, but my Zeus cards still counts.
Yeah.
All right, for this action. Okay, I'm paying, and I'm shooting on your Hydra. So
You are shooting at the area, right? So
Yes.
so you will hit not only Hydra but also the Amazons.
Yes, that's my intention. So for that, I need 9 dice.
Wow.
2.
2, 5, and 4 more. Okay. So do you remember how the combat works?
Not really.
This is a little bit quirky. Let me pick another camera so that we can have a detail on that. And just first, since you are doing an area attack, you first need to choose the target, which of the unit you will attack first. So will it be Zeus or will it be sorry, not the Hydra or the Amazons?
Hydra, of course.
Okay, so you are attacking Hydra. And now you roll your 9 dice because Zeus have offensive strength 9. Well,
Okay.
not really. The lightning ability has that.
Should I inform how many dice are actually for Hydra and how many are going to your Amazons before I roll?
No,
dice?
you will attack with 9 dice Hydra, and then with 9 dice you will attack Amazons. And by the way, Hydra has a defense of 7. So you need to roll 7 to inflict a wound on Hydra.
Okay. Let's see if you can do this.
I do not see any 7s on those dice.
How is that?
But what do you have here are the 5s. So how combat in Mythic Battles works is that if you need to roll more than a 5, because these dice go from 0 up to 7. So these are the zeros. They do nothing in this case. There are some cases where they would do something, but not here. And all of the other dice, you can basically spend them to increase the value on another die. So what you could do here is to make spend, for example, these 2 dice and make this +2 because you spent 2 dice. So that would be a 5. And then you will have one more extra +1 spare. And these 4, which have 5 on them, you can roll again. And then, since the Hydra has defense of 7, you need to roll at least a 2. Because 5 + 2 is 7. And that is what I recommend you doing. So spending those 2 to make them extra 5 and keeping that one as a potential +1. So now you have a chance to inflict 4 wounds on Hydra.
Great. So
Stop. Okay, I have described that really poorly. So let me try again. First of all, the Mythic Battle dice go from 0 up to 5. The attack strength represents how many dice you will roll in the combat. In this case, Zeus was using the lightning attack, which actually has strength of 9, so he was rolling 9 dice. And he has to roll 7 because that is the defense value of Hydra. So how do you do that? Well, you can roll at maximum of 5, but the combat happens in 2 rolls. Whenever you roll a 5, you can roll the dice again and you add 5 plus anything else you roll. So 3, that would be 8, that would be enough to wound a Hydra. There is another mechanic that you can do. Let's say that let me actually do the roll. I'm having 9 dice here. Okay, so we have the blanks, which do nothing. They only count for some special abilities like the Mighty Throw, but we are not getting into that. Instead, I want to show you how you can use the bonus dice. So I have a 5, a natural 5 that I can use for reroll for the next turn. And I have 2 3s and 4 1s. So what I can do is I can spend any of the dice that I have here to increase any other die by 1. So I can spend this one and I will increase this one by 1. So it will become a 4. Then I will spend another one. It will become a 5. Now I can roll it again. But I can do other thing. I can keep increasing the value on this die by even more and build an automatic hit. So I can spend another one and make it a 6. So now it is 6. I can spend another one and it will be 7. And I can spend another one and it would be 8. Okay, so that is how the combat works.
Great. So let's do this.
Ooh, what? Bring them
2 zeros.
2 zeros, so they do nothing, and these 2, so this becomes, right? So 5 plus 4 is 9, 5 plus 3 is 8. So you inflicted 2 wounds on Hydra. And could you please move the dashboard down by 2?
1, 2.
First blood.
Yes, it's being crippled down.
Okay. Okay, so now the Amazons.
Again?
Again, 9 dice.
Wow. Okay.
Amazons have defense of 4. Oh my god. They will be obliterated.
Already 4. 1, 2, 3. I can build a 4 from these. Is it correct?
From what?
From these pairs.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so we have 4, 5.
Okay, so that's 5 Amazons dead. I only have 4. All of them died.
Great.
Okay, so that was devastating. Is that all?
Yeah,
Or-
that's all. That's all from my side.
Okay. Okay, so it is my turn now. I will draw a card. And now, well, it seems that this was really, really bad for me. But not really, because few things happen here. I might have lost the Amazons, but I can recall them back to my god using an Art of War. I have lost how many wounds? 2 wounds on the Hydra. But Hydra heals herself
No,
in each of her activations. Yes, that's her permanent ability. And more importantly, you have exposed your god and you do not have any defense for him. So what I will do now is I will play Hydra. I will move. What's her movement? Just 1. Okay, that's good enough. I will move here. And I will attack with Hydra.
Still have the range.
She has range of 1.
Yes, that's it.
And I still have attack value of 7. Let me see if I have... What's her... Yeah. So I could attack everyone in the range, but since there is only Zeus there, I will attack only him. So...
That's,
2,
my friends,
4,
is really a clash of
5,
titans here. Right in the
6,
middle of the board.
7. Okay. Where can I roll the dice? Let's do this here. And you have defense 9, right?
9.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay, I got 2 5s. And I could make 1 more 5, but I would need 4s.
It's not easy.
So I couldn't even make an automatic wound. What I will do? So okay, so these guys do nothing. But I could throw you, by the way. That's Hydra's talent. I will just re-roll these 2 5s. Oh, wow. I should have built another 5. But I have 2 wounds there. So 2 wounds on the Zeus.
All right. Still pretty strong.
So now so that's my activation. I made 2 simple actions. I moved and I attacked. And at the end of her activations, thanks to her regenerate ability, I will heal 1 wound, and I'm back at 9. And since, if I counted correctly, you do not have any Art of War cards left.
I have still 1.
So I do not expect any more surprises from you. So what I will now do is that I will pay an Art of War, and I will activate Ares, and he will go 1, 2, and he will attack Zeus. Ares has attack value of 8.
Don't you need to activate also his card?
Yes, I need to. Yes, sorry, I forgot to play it. Yes, there is my Ares card. Okay, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Here we go with that one.
Okay, we will look for the one that has fallen later. 1 more, 8. I need 8.
All right.
Okay, so we are still looking for. Oh, not 9 anymore. Now Zeus has degraded and his defense is 8. Okay, so I do not have any 5s out of the box, but Okay,
You
this is nothing. I can build
3 5s.
5 from this. Then I can build a 5 from this. 3 plus 1 plus 1. This is now 5. And I can keep 2 bonus dice. Okay.
No.
But 2, so 5 plus 2 is 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
Right? Yes. I
1
needed,
damage.
Yeah, I needed 3s. Right. 1 damage.
It wasn't pretty good from the god of war.
Okay. But now, my friend, I'm using Zeus' Frenzy ability. At the end of Ares activation, you may discard 1 Ares activation card. If you do, Ares may take an additional walk and attack action in that order
Ah, come on.
as the 3rd and 4th simple actions of the same activation. Okay, so I will not move. I will play another Ares card. I do not need to pay an Art of War for that. And I will do 1 more attack on Zeus. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Oh, that's terrible. I have 1 5. This is nothing.
Doesn't have his day today.
Let me see. Okay, so let's make 5 out of these 3. Where is it? 5. And I can make 1 more 5, or I can keep
that one
3.
here.
What's his defense right now? I could
8.
even.
It's still 8.
I could make 1 auto wound. You know what? Let's go with the luck and make the 3rd 5 and roll 3. I need 3s.
Mm-hmm. 1.
1, this is 2, this is nothing. Okay, so another damage.
1 goes through.
Whatever.
Yeah, it seems I have to run away with my god.
Okay. So, since I know that you do not have any Art of War cards, I can start filling this area with more troops. And what I will do is I will play an Art of War, and I will recall the Amazons next to me. Okay, that's it. Your turn.
My turn. Draw a card. By the way, if I run out of cards from my library, can I mix my or shuffle my graveyard into new deck?
There is a process to that, and
Okay.
we will get to that when that happens.
Okay.
But basically, what will happen is that you, when anyone runs out of the cards, all of the opponents take all the remaining decks into their hand, and then you shuffle your graveyard, and you start drawing cards from your graveyard, and on top of that, everyone will draw 3 extra cards from the new deck that you built out of your graveyard.
Okay. So what I can do now is, what's the range of my service? It's 2. And his service, no, he cannot fight. With range 1. Okay, I would like to absorb, to unfollow us with my Zeus.
You need to activate him.
Oh, okay, so I don't have his card anymore. Okay. Okay, let's activate my Cerberus. I will make it like this to see. And move him right here.
If I can recommend something,
Yes. What would that be?
Cerberus has a defender ability, the guard ability, sorry, that's how it is called. And Zeus is, right now, he's pretty exposed. He already has lost 4 wounds. And if I were you, I would run Cerberus to him.
Okay. So
You do not even have to run.
Can I do this actually?
He has move of 2. Yeah, you can move here, and Cerberus has also 3-headed attack. Not the 3-headed. He can do an area attack, so you could attack everyone in my area. But you do not have Art of War cards.
Yes.
You cannot do that, but you can still.
I have 1. I still have 1.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good for you.
Okay, so 1, 2.
Yes, and you can now not only attack. Let me see. What's his? Okay, choose an enemy unit at range 0. Okay, so not this one, but you can use Blazing Breath. Make an X dice range 1 area attack. So you can do the fire breathing on the adjacent area, right? Range 1. So you will choose this one, and it will again attack every single unit in my area. So
Great.
Hydra, Ares, and the Amazons.
Great, that's exactly what I'm about to do.
And why I initially recommended that is the Cerberus also has Guard talent, which means when I next time try to attack Zeus, you will be able to declare that the Cerberus will defend Zeus.
Okay, and he will get all the damage from the fight. Yes, that will.
Yeah. He will basically
Zeus.
tank
Okay.
the attack instead of Zeus.
Okay. Ah, that's a really good dog. Now meet my dog. How many dice? The number of dice is in the blank
5.
or the white. 5 or 6?
5.
Okay. So
6. Oh, sorry, 6. Yeah. So there are two active abilities there.
So 6. Give me 6. And 1 by 1.
And you first need to declare the order.
Okay, so Hydra will be the first.
Okay.
No, again. So I have 1 5, second 5.
All right. I have defense of 7. So
Okay.
you need
So
to roll 2.
dice. 1 goes through.
1 damage. Oh, you have a
Yes.
bonus die. Okay,
Bonus
so
dice.
2
Two
damage.
damage.
2 damage to Hydra. Good thing I healed 1. Okay, so I'm at 7.
Okay.
What's the next target?
Your Amazons.
Hang on. Let me think here. How many Art of War did I spend already? I should have 5 in my deck. 2, 3. Okay, so I have a few more. Okay. You know what? Hydra will tank the attack on Amazons.
Okay. Oh, that's great. 1, 2, 3. So 3 dice.
Yeah. You still need 7.
Ah, there you go.
2 more damage on Hydra. I'm down to 5, and you finally degraded me. I have now attack 7, but still defense 7. Attack 6, defense 7.
And
All right.
what I would like to check now is what does the mighty throw means?
Oh, mighty throw means that you can spend the empty dice to throw me in an adjacent area. But I think that you can do that only in a close combat attack. Let me see. Mighty throw. Resolve attack is as normal. Blank results from the first assault can throw a target into an adjacent area. 1 blank throws a hero. 2 throws a monster or god, and 3 throws a titan. Interesting. There is nothing about range.
So if I remember correctly, I had 2 blank dice.
Yes.
So
Against Hydra, right?
does it allow me to throw
Yeah.
Hydra away?
Yes, you can move her 1 area
Okay.
away.
So let's say here, go back there.
Okay.
Okay, and the last attack against your Armies.
Okay, I have defense of 9.
It's 1, 2, and I will keep that.
Yeah, and you cannot do the mighty throw because I'm a god, and you would need to throw a god.
9.
9, okay.
Plus, this is not enough. This
You
is
made
just
1
8.
damage.
1 damage to Armies.
Okay.
Step by step, he will fall.
We'll see, my friend.
But I still have. Well, basically, if I want to deploy my centaurs,
Yeah.
can I do that without Art of War?
No, because you already made an activation.
Okay.
You activated Cerberus, so you need to pay an Art of War. And did you pay the Art of War for the special attack?
No.
Please do.
Ah, okay. Okay, that's it. All right. Then in this case, it's all from my side.
Okay, so my turn.
Yes, your turn.
Let's draw a card, and what we will do is that we let's.
Do you want to heal your Hydra?
I do, but I first want to deploy the Spartans because they have guard, and I can. What's their range? Range 0. Okay, now that's everything. Your turn.
Okay. Okay. I will deploy my hoplites right next to my Heracles. And now if I want to attack with my Cerberus, do I have to pay Art of War or just his card now?
Come again?
If I want to attack with Cerberus, do I need to?
Yeah, it's another activation. You deploy the any second activation will cost you an Art of War.
Okay, so I cannot do that now.
No.
But
thanks for showing me that you have that
know.
in your hand.
Okay, in this case, can my Zeus absorb?
If you have his card and an activation
it.
card.
Okay, so your turn.
All right. Whew. Okay, what shall we do? Let's finally do some tricks or take advantage of the terrain. I will play the Amazons. I will move them on top of this rock. And I will shoot you. I will shoot Zeus. Unless you want to defend with the Cerberus. Let me check what's the bonus for the rock, just to make sure that I'm correct. No, +1 offense and +1 range. Okay, so my Amazons have offense of 3, +1 for 3 Amazons, so 4, a +1 for being on a rock, so that is 5. Okay?
Okay.
Let's do that. 5 dice. And I'm attacking Zeus.
Okay. If I want to make my Cerberus block, do I have to tell
You
it
have
now?
to do, yes.
Okay, so I would like to. But do I have to play also his card?
No.
Okay.
There is one thing that you can do if we are doing a melee attack, which we haven't done yet. We've been doing only ranged attacks so far. If you have noticed, a melee attack is range 0 when you are in the same area, you can do a retaliation. So basically, if I attack you in the same area, you can after that spend an Art of War and attack me. Sorry, not Art of War. Spend an activation. Okay. So shooting Cerberus.
There you go.
Okay, I can make 1/5 out of this. And what's his defense? 9? Is it 9? Or 8?
8.
Okay, so I need 3. Please? Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Just a scratch.
It's just a flesh wound. Alright, that's all. Your turn.
Oh, finally, my Zeus. Okay. Now I really need to absorb my Amphalos. So I play Zeus. It's going somewhere.
Okay. Alright, so you have absorbed an Omphalos. That is a complex action. You cannot do anything else unless you spend an activation card and activate another unit. You will get this card. It's called an Omphalos card.
Okay.
And it works same way as an Art of War. You will take this into your hand.
So I really need it.
Okay, so you got that. That's your victory point. The little raspberry. And the Omphalos is basically your new Art of War card. So your deck just got better, your hand got better, and you can do one more thing with an Omphalos card. You can heal your god by spending it. It doesn't cost any action, nothing.
But your
he
victory point remains.
Yes, your victory point remains, but you will spend that card and it will be removed from the game.
I don't need it now.
Okay.
Even the fact that my Zeus is so. Okay, what's the move? Okay, that's all, I think.
All right, my turn then. Let me see. I need to get rid of that dog.
Forget that. He's my protector.
Okay, here is what I will do. I will play Hydra. I will move her up to here.
By the way, didn't you want to heal your Hydra in your previous turn?
I did.
You did, okay.
And I will attack. Oh no! Shoot! That. Oh no! Okay. I have range 1 still. Okay, so I will attack the dog. Or you know what? I'm attacking Zeus. Do you want to guard?
Of course I won't.
Okay, so then I'm attacking the dog actually. 2, 4, 6. And what I'm hoping for now is that I will get 2 blanks so that I can throw you away.
Oh, there you can even throw my Zeus away.
No, I can only throw the dog because I was attacking him.
Oh, okay.
So 3, and I can make even 1/5. So you will be thrown, but before that, I will try to inflict a damage on you. Your defense is 8. That's a damage. So 1 damage on the dog.
Another flesh wound.
And I will throw him. Let me see. I will throw him here. No, here.
All right, my turn. Draw a card. And now, what are my options? I want to go back to fight. Okay, I activate my Cerberus.
Oh, not that dog again.
And
just throw him away.
I pay the Art of War in form of Unfollows card to use my blazing breath on your Hydra and Armies.
Okay.
Still
There's your dice.
6 dice necessary. Here we go. Hydra first.
That's a roll that I like.
But I would be able to throw her back.
That's
again.
correct.
And I will use this to make 1/5.
Okay. I have a defense of 7.
With that one, I have 1/7. So 1
Okay.
damage, and I'm
Alright.
throwing your Hydra just behind your Spartans. Okay, now against Ares.
Right. I still have
Oppa.
defense of 9.
5, another 5.
I can you can make one more 5, or you can keep the 3 bonus dice.
He's got 9. I will play with luck. Another 5. Okay. 3 dice.
Okay,
One-
so
one
one
damage.
damage. One damage on Ares. I have 8 left.
Yeah.
All right.
Your turn.
My turn. Vengeance. Vengeance. Well, not much I can do here. I can play the Spartans and move them up. And that's my turn. You go.
That's all. Okay. Okay, my turn. What we have? All right. Now, you came to fight. You will fight. I'm activating my Cerberus to go straight to your zone. Just like this.
Ay, ay, ay. That dog
Barking
is...
dog, ready to fight.
Oh, I hate
And
this
now
dog.
I have to use my standard melee attack because his range is 0. So, where are we? 8 dice.
Okay, who do you want to attack?
Let's see how will your Spartans do.
Okay,
Against
so
him.
you are attacking Spartans.
Okay, I'm using 8 dice, is it correctly?
Yes.
Okay. 2, 4, 6,
My
8.
Spartans have defense of 6. No other bonuses right now.
There you go, 1, 5. This is another 5. Can I make it up to from 3 dice?
You can, but this is 2, 3, 4. You need to spend 1 more.
5.
Okay. So you have 3 5s and 1 bonus
Okay.
die.
There you go.
Okay. What did I say? The defense was 6, so
6.
you needed just 1. All right. The Spartans are wiped.
They didn't do pretty well. On my dog. Your turn.
Well, okay, my turn. This is starting to be complicated. Let me call Achilles for help. Achilles, you're my only hope.
Yeah, your last chance, I would say.
And that is it. How many cards do you have in the deck? Oh, still a lot. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Here he goes. What to do now? What's the movement of Heracles? Just 1.
So Heracles has a cool ability where he can throw the pieces of terrain. You can throw the ruins or the trees, and he does pretty good area damage with his ability.
But it does cost Art
It
of
does
War.
cost Art of War. One Art of War.
Which I do not have.
Okay.
In the okay. So I'm going to play my Zeus and move him. What's the range of your
So
Amazons?
the Amazons have
On the stone?
They have normally range 2, but when I'm on the stone, I'm range 3, and I also ignore the line of sight. So I can even shoot over the forest or over an area with a unit.
So what I'm gonna do is I played the activation of my Zeus, and I would like to run right here.
Okay.
One, or actually his movement is still 2, so I can just walk. So I'm out of range of your Amazons.
No, you're not. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's just
one big area.
Zone. Okay, but I will keep it there. I will keep it there. And I will pick up Unfollows. Your turn.
Okay. So
I desperately need Art of War cards.
I desperately need to kill you. Yes.
Not that easy.
Here's what we'll do. I will play Ares. And he will go 1, 2. And he will face his father. I have attack 8. You have defense 8. Okay. Let's do this. Kill him. Okay, so let's do it like this. No 5, so I will spend this one, make this a 5. I will take this 3, spend these 2, and make this a 5. And I will still have 2 bonus dice. Okay, 2 damage.
2 damages. 1, 2. Now I'm really getting weak.
Let me think. No, I need to save my Art of War cards. But you know what I will do? I will spend an Art of War. You know what? I want your turn.
Okay. So, you said I can throw things with my Heracles.
Yep.
But I need to stay in the area where the things actually are.
Yes, you need to be in the area with the terrain, and you also need line of sight. The range of his ability is 2, so you can throw up to 2 areas.
But actually you need an Art of War card.
Yes, you need an Art of War, and you also need line of sight, right? So
what I can conclude now, guys, is really keep your Art of War cards and not spend them.
well, you spend them quite well. You did a lot of damage. You disrupted my plans, so that was not played like bad.
Okay, I'm going to bring my centaurs on the board and place them right here.
Okay.
That's pretty much I can do. Your turn.
My turn. Draw a card. Let me see if I'm lucky. Okay, let me see. I just got Aries again. So I will try to push my luck and kill Zeus as soon as possible. Playing Aries, attacking Aries again. Still attack of 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's hope for a better roll. You have 4 wounds left. This can be the end of Zeus.
Seems you really don't like this guy. Oh no.
Let me see.
My defense just dropped to 7, by the way.
So, what I could do, I can make 2 more 5s using these 4s plus 1, or I can build 2 automatic wounds, and then let's do that. Now we are pushing the luck. We are pushing the luck. Okay, 4 5s. I need 4 2s, or 3 2s and 1 1, and I will kill you.
Great. That's just great.
Okay,
But
2 damage. This one is empty, but this is 1, so this is 6.
7.
Plus 1 is 7.
3 damage.
So 3 damage.
Oh my lord.
You have 1 left?
Yeah.
So, let's do this. Playing Art of War and playing Amazons.
No.
And I'm going to shoot you with my
You just want to
strand.
spear him to death.
What's his? Oh, he cannot even move anymore. Defense of 6, and I have 3 plus 1 4 plus 1 4. The rock is 5.
Oh, there you go.
5 plus 1 is 6. 7, 8. I could kill you twice.
Okay, thank you. Great game.
Yeah, it
How
was.
can this be, Zeus? How can you die?
Well, this is what happens when you displease your son.
Yeah, well, I will repeat myself, but this is just about how you actually work with your cards and your Art of War, because you see what happened when I spend my Art of War cards pretty quickly. You do some damage, but basically it doesn't win you a game.
Yeah, so we went for fighting from the start, and most of the fights were happening in the middle of the board. This game could be possibly win with very little fighting, especially when you play an inexperienced player, but that's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it that we went for the fight, and I managed to kill you, but I was pushing my luck. That was not supposed to happen like it did, and I had 1 card left on my hand. By the way, you still have quite a lot. How did you like the game?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good. Actually, I haven't seen fighting my troops at all, and also my hero. Everything was just about my god and his loyal dog, which was,
The
I would
Cerberus
say,
is so good,
yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah. I would actually pick him as a model of the game, but it was a great game.
Yeah. What I usually try to do is to take the control of the center of the battlefield where most of the Umphalos are,
Yeah.
and move my god and some sort of defensive unit like my Hydra into the middle. But you took the initiative, you pushed there more quickly, so I was taking up this area, but I had a good access to everything from here. So this was a very good area to take control of because it is such big, has high capacity. Okay, what a game. Zeus fallen by the hand of his son.
Armies.
Yes, so he will actually ascend on the top of Olympus and he will claim the throne.
So he had a good teacher in his father. Okay, the game was really nice. Really, I would say it was quick, but I think next battle reports will be much quicker because
We spend a lot of time on the rules explanation.
on the rules
And it is possible that we made some mistakes. If you caught them, please report them into the reports below the video, so other people can learn from our mistakes.
If you like to see any specific monster, any specific god in the next battle report, write it below in the comments, and we will do.
We can do a draft actually, but
Okay.
we will only play with the painted miniatures. We have
Yes.
we have the base box, and we have a couple of things from the Pandora's box. You have painted them actually.
Yeah.
What do you think about the models for Mythic Battles?
Yeah, it's really detailed. Especially like the gods, of course, and the monsters. These are my favorites. Since I painted huge amounts of little minis, I always tend to paint something bigger because it shows much better on the battlefield.
Yeah, so we might paint some more and expand our collection. Yeah, that's it for now. Let us know if you want to see more of these. We need to see some reactions to keep doing this. So leave us a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and if everything goes well, we will see you in the next battle report.
Yes, thank you and bye.